Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing like a feminine hygiene routine video. So I'm gonna be sharing like all of my little tips, tricks, secrets on how I achieve like, velvety smooth skin, how I prevent ingrown hairs, how I'm able to like smell really good all day. So I'm gonna be sharing all of that. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna start with like the pre-wash routine, so my pre-shower routine. So what I like to use is this like dry brush. So I started using this like about 2 years ago. I've been using it ever since. I really like it. I actually use this to exfoliate. I know it can be used for like stretch marks and lymph drainage and cellulites and whatever, but I use this specifically for exfoliation. So the way I like to use this is just, I make like rotating motions, and I use this specifically like on my legs because that is where, because I epilate, which I will explain later, and there's always like a risk of ingrown hairs. So when I use this, I'm able to prevent that. So I like to use this when I don't feel like using a physical scrub in the shower. Some days I feel a little bit lazy or tired. So what I like to do to make this like more fun and not make it feel like it's a separate task before showering is I do this like it's like a multitasking. So for example, if I'm on my laptop, I'm listening to a podcast or I'm listening to a video or whatever, I just put a towel underneath me. I do this like in my bed, and then I just start exfoliating my legs while I'm listening to something, so it doesn't have to feel like this additional chore before I have to shower, because sometimes I'm just tired and I want everything to be just done with as fast as possible. And ever since I started using this, amazing. But this is like one of my methods of preventing ingrown hairs. So this is what I use prior to showering. So yeah, that is like part of my pre-wash shower routine. And now for like hair removal, I use like an epilator. So this is the Brown Silk Epil 9 Flex. And I really like the head. As you can see, it is indeed very flexible. So it's really great for like any bends and curves in your legs or whatever. This helps a lot, and it has like a nice large head. Wet and dry, so I sometimes also use in the shower. Now, I have stopped shaving my legs for I think over a decade. I don't like that it grows back, very quickly. Usually like after 2 days, it's no longer like smooth and I feel like I have to shave it again. So this is my way to prevent the hairs from growing back too quickly. But I find brown to be the best one, so always brown. And I sometimes also do like the bikini, but that's not for the faint of heart. Now it does come with like an additional head for the bikini line so that it's not pulling too many hairs at once because it's incredibly painful there. But if I have the time and I really want to like commit myself to not having to, because the only place I will shave is like down under. So if I don't want to do that, then I will use my epilator, but I have to be very, very careful and take my time when I do this because it can be very, very painful. However, I have managed to basically completely get rid of ingrown hairs and even prevention. If I'm not immediately gonna shower afterwards, then I always moisturize my legs with something. And usually my go-to is like organic argan oil. I bought this on Amazon just because, first of all, argan oil comes with so many benefits, but it's like a nice dry oil. It has like a nice velvety kind of finish, so there's no tackiness, and that's why I really like this. So for example, if you're not immediately gonna like hop in the shower, then just make sure that you put something on your skin for hydration. That's gonna prevent like the dead skin cells forming. So in the beginning, when I was like using an epilator a long time ago, I did have ingrown hairs, but then I started to just make sure that I was always hydrating. So I really recommend hydrating like, once a day before you go to bed, after showering. And if you don't like that tacky kind of feeling, I really recommend argan oil for that. So that is what I like to use, especially after epilation. I just ensure that I exfoliate, but most important of all, that I'm always hydrating. So at least once a day, apply some argan oil or any of your like favorite body lotion, and this is gonna help so much with the prevention of ingrown hairs. I don't have that problem anymore, and I used to have that problem until I started making sure that I was always hydrating my skin every single day, and that already like makes a huge difference. Now also obviously exfoliation is very important as well, either like what I showed, like the dry brush, or a physical scrub in the shower, or like a chemical peel after showering. But anyway, basically I love using this just because it ensures that I don't have to like redo it for at least probably like 2 weeks or something. I really love epilation. Like that's my go-to for my legs. Then for the armpits, like the hair removal there, I just use these little wax strips. I could use my epilator in the armpits as well. I just prefer this. Like, this is really easy. It's so fast. I've been doing this now, at least like 14 years. I have not shaved like the armpits. Just because like if I were to shave it there, the skin gets a little bit dark. I don't know, like some people have that, you know, where the skin looks a little dark there. I don't like the way that looks. So when I use these little strips, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And so my skin is so used to this because I've been doing this for like over a decade. I usually only need like 1 to 2 strips. So for example, 1 strip and we're done. So it's very, very easy. So even though I have epilated there as well, I actually still prefer to use this. I think it's really, really easy. I don't like using this on my legs because then it gets messy, then it gets sticky. You know, I don't like waxing my legs just because I feel like it's too sticky. But if I only do like my armpits, it's fine. So this is like the way I like to do hair removal on my armpits. I do not shave there. Never. Ever, 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 ever. Under no circumstances. I do not care. I wax or I epilate. Never shave. Ever. So yeah. That's just, I don't know, I prefer the way my skin looks when I do not shave. I really don't like the way that it looks. You know, the skin gets a little dark there and I don't like the look of it. So this is what prevents that from happening. So maybe there's still a little bit of darkness, I don't know. But imagine like if I were to shave it, it would be a lot worse. So for me, this is like a lot better. So yeah, that is my hair removal kind of routine. Now, another thing I also like to do is to detoxify the armpits. You know, to detoxify, like, what do you call it? Like the sweat glands? I don't know. I don't like the smell of sweat, not even my own. So I have obviously like deodorant and I will explain like which one that I use, which I really love and it works a lot. But if I want to be a little extra and I really want to like give the skin like a nice deep detox there, then I have 2 methods to go about this. Number 1, which is like a DIY method, and that is like bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar. The way that I make this is just until it feels like a nice mask, you know, like one of those detox masks you apply on your face. I just mix it in something like this until it has like a good consistency, and then with a brush I just apply it on the armpits. But yeah, this is like a good detoxifying treatment for the armpits. You can even use this like between your bikini line. You can get a little sweaty there as well. It helps to detoxify, you know, to remove like any impurities, because I don't like the odor. I don't like the smell of sweat. So this is something that's really gonna help with that. I really like this. Then another treatment which also works for the armpits. This is by the brand Mega Babe. It's called Happy Bits Detoxifying Underarm Mask. So this is good for so many things, but especially like for brightening of the skin, right? Because like sometimes it gets a little bit dark there. It has very nice ingredients. It has like, you know, glycolic acid, vitamin C, bentonite clay, like, you know, willow bark, tea tree. Really nice ingredients. I feel like you can't go wrong with these types of ingredients. So yeah, it's basically to brighten the skin and to detoxify the armpits. So that is also something that I would use like prior to showering. Then for my shower routines, I have discovered like a brand called Deodorant. It's a Swedish skincare brand and specifically designed for the intimate era. Now, I have been using this since I think 2-3 years ago now. I've been using this brand and I have never looked back. I still use this today. Yeah, I really like this. This is very, very gentle on the skin. You know, so I bought this specifically for like down under, but now I use this all over my body because I love it. It's so gentle on the skin and it smells so good. They have like many different scents. So I used this one up. This is called the Daily Intimate Wash and it was the scent Violet Cotton. The one that I've been using now is the Fresh Coconut, and the coconut one is my favorite. So in the future I'm definitely gonna like repurchase the coconut one. I am obsessed with the scent. It smells so delicious. Like when I get out of the shower, you know, it has like a nice tropical scent and it causes zero irritation there. I like to use foam and I now am obsessed. Like this is literally the only thing that I use now because this is specifically designed for the intimate era, but I like to use this all over my body. So I just use something like this and then I can get away with using a lot less. This is just to create like a lot of foam so that I can be a little bit more economic about this because I want to use this all over my body, but I don't want to run out like too soon. So yeah, I really enjoy this brand, and I actually have like more of their products, but I will explain it later. You know, so I love the scent and I love how gentle it is because I have very sensitive skin. So this causes no irritation, and it's specifically designed for the intimate era, but it's so good that I literally use it all over my body. Now let's say that I would shave. The only place I would consider shaving is the intimate area. And then if I use like a foam, I use from the same brand. So this is also Deodorant, and it's the intimate shaving foam, also in the scent Fresh Coconut. By the way, I forgot to mention, like the intimate wash, they also have, like if you don't like it scented, they also have like unscented. But I love scent, you know. I like my products to be scented, especially like body care, because I want to smell really, really good. And this is what this, you know, video is going to be about as well. It's like how I'm able to smell good like all day long. So all of these products obviously will like contribute to that. So it's also very, very gentle on the skin, smells really nice, and it works, you know, so it does the job. But I love how gentle it is because again, I have very sensitive skin and I do not want to irritate myself, especially not there. They also have like this intimate aftershave balm. So this is something that I would use like after the shower, and then I have like another product that I would use maybe after the shower, so either this one or that one, but like we'll talk about that later, also from the same brand. But yeah, this is basically for like aftershave, and it's also Fresh Coconut, so that's like my favorite scent. Then for exfoliation, so if I did not dry brush and I do want to use like an exfoliant in the shower, a physical one, then this one is my all-time favorite. The best of all the scrubs I've used. Amazing. It's by the brand Image Skincare. I've mentioned this before. It's one of my all-time favorite brands. It's like a medical grade skincare brand, and it's such a luxurious kind of treatment, you know. It really makes you feel like you're in a spa, in a salon. So this is what I use on my body in order to like achieve very smooth, glowing skin. It's very luxurious, but the ingredients are actually very good. It has like a bunch of antioxidants. It also has like lactic acid, malic acid, glycolic acid, and then like natural fruit extracts to also, I guess, to exfoliate the skin. And it smells like you're in a beauty salon. So it's a scrub, but it foams, you know. So if I use like a sponge, if I use something like this, and then I would start to exfoliate, and then as I start rubbing, it starts to lather, it starts to foam. Like I can do like a little squirt, and I can do very large sections of my body with it. So it's very economic. So I don't need to use much, and I'm able to do like my entire body because, you know, it foams. So this is really, really good, and it's especially like good if I want to do like a self-tanning routine, like a pre-self-tan. This is gonna give me smooth, soft, velvety kind of skin, and this is like my exfoliation routine. Then maybe like once a month or maybe twice a month, if I really want to give my skin a very deep, intense exfoliation, then I go about this very differently. But basically what I use then is Moroccan black soap. So I use like this type of glove, and so this is like what they use in the hammams. My mother used to take me there when I was a child, and so this is like where you know, you have like these very old but very big strong ladies. They come and like exfoliate the heck out of your skin. They use these types of gloves, and usually the soap that is used is this. So I bought this also on Amazon, and this is the black soap with argan oil. So it's black Moroccan soap, not African black soap. This is Moroccan black soap, so it's differently. And I will show what it looks like. It has a very strange consistency. It's like a green kind of color. I use it with like a spatula because it's very thick, you know. Kind of smells like olive oil, so I think it has olive oil, argan oil. But yeah, so this is like how it looks like, and this is what they traditionally use in hammams. And yeah, this stuff is very powerful. When you use this, the water is gonna look dark. It removes like every dead skin you can imagine. Like even if you thought you had nothing, you would be surprised when you start using this. The water is not gonna be clear. So this is gonna give a very deep, intense exfoliation. This is not something that I would do every week or something. This is something that I would do maybe like once a month or twice a month. And you use it like in conjunction with a glove like this. So I also bought this on Amazon. So this is like a traditional Turkish kesa glove, and you can feel it's very, very rough, but it works, you know. But it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. So once a month, if I really want to like give myself a very deep, intense exfoliation, then this is what I would use. And this gives you the smoothest, most velvety baby butt skin. Like really smooth. Okay, and then after showering, most of the time I like to use oils. So I have mentioned this in my last video, my self-care guide video. I was like talking about this. If I want to like make sure that I smell really good, you know, even like if I don't feel like using perfume, this is gonna be like a good replacement for that. This is like the floral version, and this one is like the classic one. So it's products like this that ensures that I basically have like a nice scent that lasts all day long, especially like everything that I showed, like my body wash, the oils that I use, you know, things like this is what's gonna give me like a nice scent that lasts like all day. And I want to look like extra glowing, then I would use something like this. So this is the, I'm gonna shake it, the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc Shimmering Body Oil. So you can kind of see like it has like the sparkle, but it's actually not too much, and it's not tinted. It may look like it's tinted, but it's not, and that's what I love about it. So this is something that I can also use like during the winter. This looks very beautiful if I already like have a tan, you know. This is gonna enhance that, and it's gonna give me the most beautiful glow. So if I want to look very glowing and shimmery, not shimmery like a disco ball shimmery, it's actually very subtle. It's subtle, and yet it's still very ethereal, very beautiful. Like the skin really has like this very gorgeous, soft, focused kind of glow. This is something that I really love. So it's not really tinted. I don't know, is it tinted? No, I don't think so. I think it's the sparkle that makes the oil look tinted, because when I apply this on my skin, I don't see any stains on my clothes. And obviously, because it's like Tom Ford, it comes with a beautiful scent. So like I said, in order for me to like smell good all day long, I make sure that everything I use is like scented. What I use in the shower is scented. I make sure that it has like the scent that I want, so that even after shower, I can still smell it on my skin. And then like the oils or the body lotions that I use, I also want them to have like a really scent, and this is just gonna make me smell divine all day long. It does give me a beautiful glow, especially if I already have like a tan. Same goes with this one. This is the Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance Mist or Fragrance. So yeah, this also smells really delicious, by the way. I'm so obsessed with like the scent. I could literally like drench my entire body with this, and it would never like smell too much. That's why I love it. This makes you smell like you're on the beach all year long. Yeah, but this smells like an exotic tropical holiday. So who doesn't want that? And yeah, I have it like on right now, and I really love it, especially like now it's summertime. This is just giving me like beachy vibes, so I love that. And then for like signature scent, if I am gonna use like a perfume, then I definitely have like my signature scent. So something like the Dior Poison. This is the Pure Poison. This was like my first perfume I've ever bought when I was like a teenager, and now I know why. Like these types of scents are literally like my signature scent. Anything that's dark, anything that's mysterious, that's like very sensual, that's the type of scent that I really like. So this is the Interdit Rouge, I think, from Givenchy, and this is the Poison. So I love these types of scents. So I can spray like here, like behind my neck, maybe also like here, but I usually like avoid this. You know, when I spray here, I may get like a little bit of a red rash, but I don't have that problem if I spray it like, you know, behind my ears and like behind my neck. Those are like my favorite places to spray perfume. Then we have another like, you know, scented product. So this is the Deodoc Intimate Deo Spray. So this is like something that is great for, you know, in between like workouts, or if you're out and about all day long maybe, and it's really hot, it's sweaty, and you just like want to refresh yourself down there. This one has also like the fresh coconut scent, and like I said, it smells really delicious. So I use this like on the bikini line if you feel like you're a little bit sweaty and sticky there, and it's just instantly gonna refresh. So it is, you know, designed to be very gentle. I am like so in love with this brand. Like I have so many of their products, and yeah, like I highly recommend this if you just want something that is like refreshing during the day for down there. So this is also something that I have been using for about 2 years now, and I highly recommend this. And yeah, like I said, you know, everything that I use has to be like scented. Very important. This is how I ensure that I'm gonna smell really good all day long. Another thing is the Intimate Calming Oil. This is also by the brand Deodorant. Like I mentioned, I have a lot of their products. So this is like my second bottle and I'm already like halfway now. So basically this is also for like down there and it's very, very gentle. So this one is like fragrance free, which is understandable, especially for like that particular area of the skin. You want to be a little bit more gentle there. So I just love how it suits my skin. So this is great, especially like after shaving or any type of hair removal or just after showering, you know, and you want to like make sure that the skin there is like also really hydrated, and it's also going to prevent with ingrown hairs, by the way. So this is like an oil that I can use directly there without having to worry about like any potential side effects or irritation. So yeah, so I use this a lot. I highly recommend this. This is something that I really like to use. Okay, so final but not least, deodorants. So this is like, these are the ones that I've been using lately. This I've been using for like over 2 years. This is the brand Corpus and this is the scent Neroli. So this is like, this smells like essential oils. It has like a very floral kind of scent. But these types of deodorants don't contain like aluminium and it's non-toxic. So in the past, I was like trying out these like non-toxic deodorants because I think, especially like for women there, you know, if I can get something that's like non-toxic but gives me like the same results that I used to get with the more toxic versions of deodorants, then why not, right? So I've been experimenting with like different ones in the past couple of years, and I tried like 2 brands before these. Like one was from Aven and the other one was Nivea, and they were like also you know, non-toxic, like ammonium free, aluminium free, and they did not really work, you know, like it didn't last long before I needed to apply more. But then I discovered this brand, and this is something that I discovered on Niche Beauty, which is like one of my favorite beauty stores. I have not looked back, and this is the scent Neroli, and this is amazing. Not only does it smell really good, but it actually works. So if I apply this like once, I'm good to go for like the rest of the day, no matter how hot it is, no matter how sweaty I might get, whether I'm working out, it doesn't matter. Like no odor is gonna like penetrate through this thing. It's gonna last me a whole entire day, which is perfect, you know. So I was so impressed that I never like tried anything else until recently. I was like curious and I wanted to try something new. I'll talk about this as well, but this one is like my favorite. And you know, it has like a floral, very like elegant scent. It smells almost like a perfume for your armpits. So it's unlike any other deodorant I've tried. You know, this is a very like luxurious deodorant, and it has like a very strong scent. So maybe it's not for everyone, and they do have like many different scents. So I bought the Neroli twice. Next one I'm gonna try, I think it was called California. That's the one I'm gonna try in the future. So like I mentioned, right, like if I want to make sure that I can smell good like all day long, I ensure that like every product that I use from the moment I hop in the shower until after smells really good. So my body wash has to smell a certain way. Any type of oil or body lotion I'm gonna apply has to smell a certain way. Obviously I can use like additional perfume if I want to, but even like my deodorant, I'm gonna be very picky about the scent. And so this, I literally call this a perfume for your armpits, but it also helps with the prevention of like the odor. So it's not just like gonna camouflage the bad odor, like it's actually gonna prevent it, you know. I mean, there's a reason why I've been using, like, this is like my second bottle and I've recently finished it, and I was just curious and I wanted to try something different. Even though I know I'm definitely gonna repurchase another one, I just wanted to see what else was on the market, and so I have discovered another one. This is by the brand Mega Babe, and this is called the Smoothie Deo Fruit Enzyme Daily Deodorant with bilberry, lemon and orange. Just as good as this in terms of like prevention of odor. It lasts all day, but this is like a more fruity kind of scent. It says like lemon and orange. To me it smells like peaches, you know, so it's like, it's fruity, but it works. I tried and I'm very impressed. So I definitely see myself buying this in the future as well. It's just this one, the scent is like a little extra. It's just because it has like a really strong, elegant kind of scent. So I think that kind of makes this one very special. And yeah, similar to the Corpus one, you know, I apply this like once and it will last me the entire day, similar to this one. But this one is like my favorite. This one is the extra luxury kind of thing. It smells very luxurious, you know, it has a very beautiful floral, perfumey kind of scent, but then for your armpits, which I think is very special. But this is also what I use in order to ensure that I smell good all day long. Stuff like this works. So that was my feminine hygiene routine video. I hope the video is not too long, but this is like basically the stuff that I use to ensure that my skin is very smooth, velvety, glowing, that I have no ingrown hairs, and that I'm able to smell divine all day long, which is the way that I like it. So basically this was my routine. I hope that it was useful. Hope you enjoyed it, and till next time.